between the color. I'll put just a stripe of that and a stripe of that. And then we'll just blend it out a little bit. There we go. I hope none of you have got the flu. I've been seeing in the news, y'all, that like it's epidemic level. That's kind of scary. I feel the need just because this is such a, so neutral. But, okay, so you just saw some fallout. That's because I dug so deep into it and it's creamy. That's not the fallout. This really has almost no fallout because it's so creamy. But I just like dug in there, so it kind of made it. But I just really want to reinforce this color because it really is an excellent transition color. Okay, and you could also put this right under the lashes. Not through them like we do the liner, but right under. So I'm not trying to get right next to the lashes here. This is the opposite of that. We're going to go right under, which is not what I typically do. And that's on purpose because I'm doing something a little different. But now I'm just going to use the pointy end. See how it's got a round end and a pointy end. I'm going to use the pointy end and do this darker brown, not the black yet. You could use that in your outer corner for evening wear. I would use this brown also for the brow, so we will probably do that. Now I'm going to just literally drag this through the lashes, and that's where we get the lined look. You could use a smudge brush also. I wonder, since these are so creamy, if this would be really good if you wet the sponge applicator. But you see the difference? It's just, when you add the dark through the lashes, it just really wakes up the lash area, but you've got the subtlety of the transition color right below it. It's just kind of almost gives it a smudge effect when you haven't even smudged it. But because I'm using this on a sponge applicator instead of a brush, I feel like it's a little, I'm taking 2 lines instead of just 1 to run through here. Okay, I'm also going to use that same one to do the crease. So I'm going to go, actually I'm going to start on the outer area first. Yeah, because I knew that would need to be outer area first, because wherever you put down first is where you're going to have the most color, and that should really be out here. There we go. This is a very interesting, did have fallout on that because again I dug in a lot. Can y'all see? Come out with a line in, and you're making your V. See the V? And then just smooth that out a little bit so there's no obvious lines. What do y'all think of that color? I like it. Do you see the difference between the two eyes? So this is, you could have just gone with this for day wear. I like this kind of a, I do like a contoured look in my crease even for day wear, but you could just do this look and you'd be great with some mascara or liner. Again, I'm going to start out here. See how dark that is? Then with what's left over, I'm going to go into the crease in here. And then make my V. You start out here and come in. And then you go up there. And you just make this V. And then you're going to blend that out so it's not an obvious V. Now some people like that kind of cut edge look, and they are not going to blend it out so much. They're actually going to build that look. I like to blend it. So then you just go right above the line you already were doing and come back down to it. And see how that almost gives it a blurred effect. And I had a nose edge. Now if you really want to hype this up, you can use the black. So I'm going to use the black just to show you what that would look like. And you stay in the outer V, very far out with black. And you make a very definite V right into the lash line. There. And then you come up just a little to blend it out. Just a little. Not too much at all. Maybe a little in front of it to blend it out. And do you see there? It's slight, but do you see the difference between that and that? It's just a little darkened out here. I didn't blend that very well. Hold on. Just makes a little drama for evening wear. And as you can see, I did have a little fallout there, so I'm going to use my little dual fiber and just flick it off. There you go. If you don't flick it off, You'll rub it in. You don't want to do that. Okay, so now let's do the black on the other side. I think I overloaded this, to be honest. I did. I'm just making my V. So maybe I'll add a little back over here. There we go, just blending it out. You're coming just above where you just did. See, it's not blended either. There we go. Sometimes it's just going over it a few times to get it to blend. And you're using a sponge applicator. There you go. I'm just kind of bringing it in a little. See, that just darkened it up a little bit. That's all it does. I think I over darkened over here and I did not blend it very well. So I'm going to flip it to the other side. There you go. There, just come up a little more. And I think this always happens on this side, this eye. And I don't actually think it is because of the scar. I don't know if it's just my technique. It's probably my technique. You also can connect that black a little and just bring it to the outer corner only. Right there. Just the outer corner to darken it up a little bit. Same thing over here, just the outer corner. Don't bring it in at all, just that little outer corner. Just connecting it. There we go. And I'm going to flip it to the other side where the brown was to kind of blend that out. Bring it up a little. There. That's the look. Oh, Breeze waited all this time patiently. Did y'all hear her? Now, one of the things I'm going to suggest, because it has some really pretty shimmers here, I'm going to look very, of course it's holiday time, so you can kind of get away with this during the daytime too. I'm going to pop my shirt just to get any additional, I'm going to use my ring finger, and I'm going here in this real pretty champagne color. It's actually champagne-y gold, which is fine because what I'm wearing has brown golds in it. So I'm going to go just to the center of my lid and in. And just up a little. Now that is extremely subtle. Do you see the difference? It's very subtle. This went from white, do you see that's more white, to gold. That's the difference. It's okay. That does not look gold in the pan at all. Alright, so I'm going to go to the center and then towards the middle. I mean towards the corner. Then come up a little to blend it out. Just go up and come down. Start up here, come down. That's how you do that. So you can see what that basically did was take the white away, which that's fine. You could add it back in the inner corner if you want with this other shimmer. Barely any at all. Coming! And that's it. That is that look. I still think this is an amazingly good palette. I would definitely say this is a good one to have in your makeup collection. I do not see the price on it. Hold on, I'll tell you if I do. It's not very expensive at all. Oh, and it has 3 looks: natural, smoky, and dramatic. Okay, so on the dramatic, they put the dark color. Probably the black, even on the lid. I put a gold. So it just depends on which look you're looking for. So that is that look. We will leave that back here. I do like it a lot. And now, let me see how much time I have left. Do I need to go ahead and cut it off? Oh, we went way over. I knew we did. I knew we did. Okay, so I am going to add a little blushy. And this is from the Sigma Blush Palette. Which I do like. I don't feel as strong about the blush palette as I do the contour palette. These are good blushes though. There's one pink contour highlight in that. I mean, not contour. pink highlight in that I could use for blush. The only thing is when you get older, when you use highlighter at all, you just have to decide if you're okay with it. Sorry, my little bang was doing something weird. Highlights, and so as you get older, your pores through here your wrinkles deepen, here your pores get larger. It's just part of aging. And you just have to decide, are you okay with that? Or would you rather not highlight that? Because if you put highlighter here and it even comes in a little to here, it highlights it. So you just, no highlighter for you, or you just say, I'm fine with it. So I'm staying up on the top part of my cheekbone, and then I'm going to smile and round it out right here at this area, but don't come all the way into here. Just right there. See, that gives you a little rosy look. Then on the nose bridge, just the bridge up here, not down here, because you've already got contour under there. That keeps this middle light without doing much of anything, which actually shortens the nose. And it doesn't make it look so bulbous. Now let's smile and round that out. This style of blush brush doesn't do well for when you round. It's better to have a angled blush brush for that, to do like that. But it's good for, you know, making a line. And then you can take it on up into the hairline. And just, it gives you that right in front of the contour a little also. And it just kind of makes this part brighter through here. And just makes you look brighter in the forefront of the face. I also do the top bulbous part of my chin, as you can see right there. Just because it's larger. And it just kind of shadows it. Okay, well that's it. I'm going to go ahead and put on my liner and my mascara. And that is all for today. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, bye, bye. That doesn't sound like me. Bye!